everybody to Sharp Bets Fantasy Sets. The final episode of the year possibly will be, Nas is shaking his head like, no, we have to do a Super Bowl recap. We'll see if we really do it. It's going to be depending on time here. But, man, it's been a long run. We're finally here. I can't believe it. Saddest weekend of the year, actually. It really is. Just because then you actually have to do stuff on Sundays and spend time with the family, which who wants to do that? Nas, how you feeling? Let's do a round table really quick, just to see what the vibe is. Are you sad? You know, the end of football.
I mean, it hurts, but the good thing about it is that means it's about to get warm outside, so more basketball runs and stuff like that. So, but
Hey, well, it doesn't get warm till like June in New Jersey now, but I got you. And you won't even be out there. You missed like the last 2 months of the season last year.
I'll be out there. I'll be out there.
All right, Tim, how you doing? You ready for another? You know, the season's usually over for you anyway in November, but
listen, it's been a long time coming. I'm looking forward to fantasy football already. I just get the ranks out. Let's start doing some research.
And maybe your Orioles, will win an actual playoff game this year. There we go.
Maybe they will. Maybe they will.
All right, sir. Disappointing year for your Niners, but I think you'll bounce back.
Yeah, I mean, just saying we got a little easier schedule next year. You know what I'm saying? We actually have a draft pick, and that's actually worth some. So it's draft season. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at these college kids and see what they all about.
And Mike, you're over football, right? You don't care anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm over football, man. I mean, if you want my take, it's just the Bills are losing to the best team in football. So I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. But yeah, I'm on to basketball. I'm actually a bigger basketball fan than football, believe it or not. But, I mean, the Nets suck. I'm a huge Nets fan, but I'm keeping track on that Cooper Flag draft pick. Hopefully, we win the lottery there.
Yeah. So
you got the competition, man. My Bulls is out there trying to get that Cooper Flag.
I know. Hey, I'm cool with Dylan Harper's son. I think his name is Rod Harper. Or Ron. No, his name is Dylan Harper. Ron Harper is the NBA player.
Yeah.
And I, for the first time in a long time, am a Knicks fan, and I never thought I'd say, let's just get to the playoffs. It's been a long time coming. Regular season means nothing. So, Mike, really quick, you're still not watching the Super Bowl?
I'm not. No, we have plans for Sunday, and none of them include watching.
Mike, come on.
Nas is so upset.
That's crazy. It's still crazy to me.
Yeah, come on, Mike. Come on.
Dude, it's all mindset. I mean, I'm not gonna have my phone really vibrating. I'm gonna take off the ringtone. I'm gonna take off all the notifications I'll get on my phone.
I'll blow up that group chat.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'll just mute the group chat. I mean, if you guys are gonna talk about it, then I'll just mute it. I just don't want to be involved at all with football.
Come on, Mike. Come on, man.
Nas, that bothers you?
Yeah, because it's I don't know. Just growing up, it's been football. So, hearing him saying he's not going to watch the Super Bowl, it just bothers me. It's just why? Why?
I mean, I'm only one person. There's a gazillion people in the world, but I just want to do my part to boycott the Super Bowl because of what happened on the AFC Championship game.
Man stands on principles.
Yeah.
Gotta respect that.
Mike, you need to learn how to lose, Mo. Just be a Jets fan for just one season.
Come on, it happens.
One season, just
learn
be a
how
Jets
to
fan.
lose. I mean, there's learning how to lose, and there's literally handing over the game. It's like, I mean, I already told you guys how I feel about it. I don't want to get into it again, but
He did a 30-minute piece on it last night.
yeah,
I had a great time last week. I didn't have to say anything. I just sat here.
The best one was the journalist asking. I saw it on Twitter. Wasn't watching, but the journalist asked Mahomes how does he feel to get? Because he hand out Christmas cards to the refs every year, and which referee is his favorite? And it was just absolute dogging him. And then they were getting on Kelsey about the refs, what's better, a Taylor Swift song or a phantom roughing the passer call? It's I mean, these are things. And then they asked Goodell, are they looking into the first down marker, how tennis does it with the ball, on the marker, it's almost electronically. They're looking into that. Oh yeah, we've been looking into it. $1 billion industry, most richest sport in the world. We still haven't figured it out yet.
Come on, Mike.
Sounds like he's not over it yet. But all right, let's get into not the game yet. I just thought of this before because it's going to get announced tonight. The Hall of Fame. Let's touch on this really quick because there are some people I wrote down and I want to just go around and I want you to tell me yes or no if they're in the Hall of Fame in your eyes if you got to vote. Okay. Nas, Mike, No, Nas, you might be too young to remember some of these, but if you're too young, whatever, just say yes or no. Or if you don't remember these people, is what it is. All right, sir, I'm gonna start with you, man. Jared Allen, defensive end.
Nah.
No, Mike.
Oh no.
I mean, I gotta look at his numbers, but I would say yes.
It's
Yeah,
eye test. Remembering the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna say
I
yeah.
would say yeah.
Nas, no.
I don't know.
Tim.
Yes.
Yes. I would go yes, but it would be a very thought like okay, yes.
I know. Like obviously, like you got to think about it, but like I feel like if you got to think about it, you're not a Hall of Famer. But
I think that's I think that's more baseball for me. I don't know why I hold the baseball Hall of Fame a little higher. That's just me. I don't know why.
Because first ballot is different.
True. So would you? Okay, sir. You could even answer like this. Maybe not first ballot, but in
maybe down the line, but yeah, not first ballot.
So he is a Hall of Fame.
He's not first ballot. I mean, he's not first ballot now.
But this is going on. He is a Hall of Fame player to you, just maybe not first ballot.
Yeah,
borderline. He's borderline to me.
All right, I'm gonna go with an old one here. I didn't think he wasn't in yet. Eric Allen, the cornerback when we were growing up for the Eagles. What do you think, sir?
I don't know. I'm strict with Hall of Fame. Then I don't. I mean, I don't think so.
All right, Mike, you remember him?
I remember him now. It doesn't move the needle for me for Hall of Fame.
Nas, I don't think you were born yet, but
And did he wear 32 for the Eagles?
I think he was 21.
29. Well, yeah, 21 actually. Yeah,
21,
21.
No.
That Eagles defense was tough though in the early 90s, man. Oh, they were good. Tim?
Nope.
Okay. Antonio Gates. I'll start here. I'm going with a yes, like straight up. Nas.
Oh yeah.
I like Gates. I think he's a
Mike, you're a yes?
Oh, 100%, bro. He was a beast.
Yeah, I like Gates. It's my man.
Because at a point it was like him and Tony Gonzalez, like
right.
together.
Tim?
Yeah, I think he's one of the pioneers who changed the way tight ends were played. Yeah.
Let me go with my logic really quick. If you were ever a top 5 in your position at the time, to me, you're a Hall of Famer. And if you weren't, you're not, which we'll get to a couple people eventually. I'm going to go no on this one just because of the time. Luke Kuechly. Sir?
Not first. I mean, that was his first time on the ballot, right?
Yeah.
Not first ballot. Down the line, yes, but not first
I
ballot.
don't even know if I do that down the line. Mike?
I mean, look, he was pretty much Patrick Willis, and Patrick Willis in the Hall of Fame, so yes.
Patrick Willis is better than him, though. So come on.
Nah, they were the same player.
Don't disrespect Patrick Willis like that.
They were the same player.
Better. Patrick Willis is better. Stop it. Come on.
I gotta check the numbers, but to me, yes, he's a Hall of Famer, Luke Kuechly.
Nas?
Yeah, I think he's a Hall of Famer.
Tim?
I'd say no, but I would if I looked at the stats and the stats said differently. I know he made a bunch of tackles. That was basically it.
Yeah, I don't like just remembering playing versus the Panthers and watching them. I never felt like I don't know.
He was the best linebacker in football at one point.
Yeah, I don't know. Just hey, it's an opinion. Also great looking guy. Gotta give him that. Probably the best looking guy in this entire ballot. All right, Steve Smith Sr. Tim, wide receiver.
Oh boy. No, but he was really good. I don't know if that makes sense at all. There's so many. I think there's just so many better wide receivers.
I'm gonna go yes because he did it with Jake Delhomme for a while, and that guy. I'm gonna go yes, just straight up like thought. Like I always felt like he was Hall of Fame receiver, sir.
Again, not first ballot. But I mean, I think down the line you should get it because I like Steve Smith. I sup, son. I'm saying very, very entertaining. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
these questions are just Hall of Fame, right? Not first ballot.
Yeah. Like
no, I think he's a Hall of Famer. I mean, the guy was. I don't think he was a high draft pick, and like you said, he played with shit quarterbacks. I mean, so I do say I'd say yes to him.
Nas.
I think he's Hall of Fame.
And I'll say this. I'll eat crow on this. I remember in 2006. I would argue T.O. was better than Steve Smith. And I actually knew a Panther fan, and we would go at it.
Wait, time out for a second. You were arguing with somebody that T.O. was better than Steve Smith?
Here's my thing. And he said Steve Smith was better. I don't agree with that. Still to this day. I think T.O. is a better receiver. But
absolutely. No, absolutely.
To be fair, Steve Smith outlasted T.O. pretty considerably and was still putting up numbers for a while. I'm
just saying, T.O. was still better, Briss. Like,
I agree.
There's no point arguing.
Even though he outlasted him, how do their stats line up? Like,
I mean,
career
you look
stats.
about, if you look at
No,
it,
I'm pretty sure T.O. is like a top 2 or 3 receiver in most of the stats, like most of
yeah. T.O. is probably
categories.
one of the best receivers we ever watched. Him and Randy Moss,
Yeah.
like 1-2. Which
The
is
only reason why he was on
Idiot.
first ballot is because the media didn't
Yeah.
like him.
it's wild how we might live in a world where someone I'll get to might get on first try.
Because the media. Yeah, I know. I
and
already know.
T.O. did not make it first try.
I already know where you're going with that one.
I'm gonna go with a yes on this one. Torrey Holt, part of the British on Turf, sir.
Yeah, no, I give it to him.
Mike,
Yeah, 100%.
Nas,
Yeah, I'd give it to him.
Tim.
I'm still going to say no.
Strict on wide
Yeah,
receiver.
fuck yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing. It turned into a passing league, so everyone's going to have these inflated numbers. But when you match it up to the people in the same generation, they're not. There's people up here; those are your Hall of Famers. Then there's the next step down. Are they still really, really good at that position? Yes. Does that make them a Hall of Famer? I don't think so, personally.
Fair point, and I'll get to someone you might be mentioning right now. Tim, I'll start with you. Reggie Wayne.
Oh, so I think during his playing time, he was a top 3 receiver at the position. So I'm going to say he's in.
I would say yes as well. He did it with Andrew Luck too, sir.
Yeah, I've kind of the same boat with Torrey Holt. I mean, both. I feel like Holt and Wayne are both borderline. I mean, they'll probably get in eventually, but
They were also kind of the second receivers on their team.
no, absolutely, yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. Because Wayne always had Marvin. He had Marvin Harrison with him. You know what I'm saying? And
Whole had Isaac Bruce.
yeah, Isaac Bruce got in. I mean,
He did, yeah. Mike, Reggie Wayne.
This is just off the top of my head, but I think Holt's numbers are better than Wayne's. But I would have to look that up. But to me, it's just I don't know, just a feeling that I would say no. I don't think Reggie Wayne's a Hall of Famer now.
Okay, Nas.
I think so. I think he's Hall of Fame.
I think I'm too lenient with wide receivers, Tim.
It's possible.
I'm very strict with quarterbacks, though. We'll get to that.
Wait, I have one.
What's up?
Wait, never mind. Go ahead.
Terrell Suggs. I'm actually gonna go with no here. I know that sounds weird, but I don't know. I don't think so, sir.
You know, my first answer says yes, so like I'll go yeah.
All right, Mike.
He played in the league for a long time, bro. He played in the league for like 15, 20 years, something like that. I would say yeah.
This is one. If he gets in, I'm not gonna get mad. I just like off the top of my head would probably say no. Nas.
Yeah, I really think Terrell Suggs is better than Jared Allen, so I will go yeah.
Okay.
I agree with you, man. I think I would say Suggs over Allen. Yeah.
Tim.
I say yes.
Okay. Running back, Fred Taylor. Tim.
No.
Nas. Mike.
No.
Sir.
Nah, fam. Sorry. Good ball player, but nah, man. Nah.
I would go in no, but I feel like
I'm not. No disrespect to Fred Taylor.
Yeah, I feel like it's
he did his thing.
He played
But,
running
like-
back for the Jags with David Garrard, right?
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
before that, bro. It was when the Jags were like expansion and were making like the runs with Mark Brunell. With
Mark Brunell and him.
Like,
Yeah, no, he was a good ball player.
I
but
think it's closer than people think. But
No, for the Patriots,
absolutely. But
Scott,
I mean,
can we just jump back to that wide receiver thing?
Yeah, go
Reggie
ahead.
Wayne.
Yeah,
Reggie
I take
Wayne.
that. I checked.
Reggie Wayne,
I checked it. I take it back. He's a Hall of Famer.
Reggie Wayne had 1,070 for 14,345 yards. Torrey Holt had 920 for 13,382.
yeah, well,
So-
but you ain't also play with Peyton Manning and
Guy, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just telling
Okay.
you what the stats are.
Yeah, no, great mind things alike. We were both doing the same thing. I was looking up their stats, and I agree. They're both in the Hall of Fame. So Reggie Wayne, you're in the Hall of Fame, buddy.
All right, I'm going to go with a yes on this one, and don't call me biased. I'm only saying yes because they have not been able to replace him in 20 years. I'm going with Darren Woodson, safety for the Cowboys. I really think it was a Hall of Fame safety. Sir.
I don't know. That might be a little bit of the Dallas hatred coming out, but I don't know. I don't think so, bro.
Tim.
Just off the top of my head, I'm going to say yes, but I don't know. I don't know his stats too well.
Nas.
Darren Woodson?
Yeah. Mike.
What was Nas' answer?
No, he said no. But you see, he Woodson retired when Nas was born. So
Oh, he's on the Packers, right?
no, it was a Cowboy.
He was a Cowboy
He was
safety.
Cowboys' whole career.
Yeah.
For that reason, no.
That's a tough one, but he's been retired 20 years. He might get the nod. Okay, 2 more people left. Adam Vinatieri. I'm going yes. Tim.
100%.
Nas.
Yes.
Mike.
Oh, a gazillion percent.
He got Tom Brady his first Super Bowl against the Rams.
Sir.
Yeah, for his playoff accolades alone, that brother didn't miss, man. You know what I mean? They finally let a kicker in, so yeah, good for him. Yeah, get in there.
And the big one. The last person here. I'm going to start with Nas. Eli Manning.
Fuck no.
Mike.
Eli?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of worse quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame. than Eli.
Who? I'd like to hear this. Who?
I would have to do my research.
Joe Willie Namath.
I think he would be the worst quarterback put in the Hall of Fame.
No, because over name, as the man said,
Namath was a top 5 during his time, though. He threw for 3,000 yards when no one was. He was doing stuff like that. Eli was never top 5 at his position at all in a throwing league.
The only reason I say
no
no is because he beat Tom twice. It's like
that's the only reason he might get in.
Yeah, no. So that's why I say no. Fuck him.
I think he would be the worst quarterback put in the Hall of Fame. I think you ruin the Hall of Fame if you put him in, because now it becomes you got to put in guys that may not have made it. You might have to put in Joe Flacco if you put in Eli Manning. Tim, what do you think?
Is he a Hall of Famer? No. Will he make the Hall of Fame because of his 2 playoff runs and 2 Super Bowl MVPs? Absolutely. You made the perfect comparison. I compared him to Joe Flacco all the time. The only difference is he has 2. Joe Flacco only has 1. They're the same.
Well, you have to put Rivers in, right? If you put Eli in, Rivers was better.
Rivers is better, but not in the playoffs. So
Isn't
I don't
that
know.
a shame, though?
I don't know how you compare, how you're allowed to compare the 2.
I stand by this. Eli Manning was never been the best quarterback in his division at any point in his career. By that standard, you cannot put him in the Hall of Fame. I just don't understand how you do it. Romo and McNabb were better, and by the end of his career, Carson Wentz and Dak were better.
Listen, all they're going to say,
best quarterback.
All they're going to say is they're going to be, oh, look at his numbers. His numbers, he's got a ton of passing yards, a ton of touchdowns, and a ton of interceptions.
Because he played for like 40 years.
I understand, but that's what they're going to say. They're going to look at the compiling numbers and listen. As a Cal Ripken aficionado, I can understand how compiling numbers.
Great comparison, actually. That's a great comparison. Because Cal Ripken was like Jeter was a better shortstop than Ripken, but for some reason Ripken gets like a little nod ahead of him. But like Ripken compiled, absolutely. Better. So did Craig Biggio too. Craig Biggio wasn't a Hall of Famer, in my opinion, but he compiled. Anyway, that's my thought on that.
Wait, hold on a sec. I mean, let's compare. If you want to, for good, John Elway. John Elway. I mean, the guy has similar numbers to.
It doesn't matter, Mike. No,
John. Well, I got a question.
John Elway was better.
Manning has more touchdowns, more yards, more Super Bowls, and Mike, John Elway's in the.
John Elway has 2 Super Bowls. He won 2 and 3.
Oh, did he have? I thought he only had 1.
He won back to back.
Thanks to Terrell Davis, first of all. Come on.
Okay, but Elway got there with teams that weren't that good 3 times and lost. John Elway was way better than Eli Manning.
Here's the thing. That's a problem where you can't bring up stats because the league turned into such a passing league where
when Eli was playing
100%. Yeah. So you sure. He has a whole bunch of passing yards in comparative to a lot of these Hall of Famers, but it's in a different.
Elway throwing a Shannon Sharp
at the end of his career. Elway was in the league in like 83, man. He didn't win till 98 and 99.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is Dallas Clark a Hall of Famer?
No. Only because he complained about a commercial where he was getting hit hard in a video game. To me, you're out, sissy.
I mean, I said with Eli though. Like, I feel like people drivers go, "Oh, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer."
Yeah, no.
Stop it. His
he's not a first ballot.
He gets announced tonight as a first ballot Hall of Famer, and so like it's that is because of his last name.
Yeah,
like that. Like it's if you want to put him in next year when Roethlisberger and Rivers are available, and you put all 3 in at once who were drafted that year, I'm actually okay with that because I know he will make it, whether or not I think he should. So do that. Like, he can't be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like,
Nah.
just can't be. Someone, Mike, this will piss you off. Sean Morash and WFAN actually tweeted today that, hey, you could say all you want about Eli's numbers, but let's be honest. Josh Allen, if you had one drive left, who you taking, Eli or Josh Allen? And people were like, that has nothing to do with the Hall of Fame. And even people were like, well, I would take Josh Allen. And then he flipped out. So, like, he was comparing it to that, you know? I thought that would bother you, but Josh Allen's a way better quarterback than Eli Manning.
Yeah, you know. Wait.
Can confirm.
Nah, so who'd you take, Eli or Josh Allen? Wow.
Nah, Josh Allen. I'm joking.
Okay.
I thought he was going to answer with fucking Lamar Jackson for no reason,
This has
just
nothing to do with
to troll.
This has nothing to do with anti-Giant thing either, because I would have voted for Michael Strahan. I thought he was a Hall of Famer. Like, it's
Justin Tuck.
Tougher. That's
Antonio
tough.
Pierce.
No.
OCU Minora.
No.
Those Giant teams were collectively great on defense. Strahan was probably the only great player, in my opinion.
To me, like, I feel like if you have to like think about, are they like if they're borderline in your opinion,
Yeah.
leave them out.
Yeah, that's the old adage. If you think about it, then they're not Hall of Famers. All right, let's get to the big game. There's a Hall of Fame arguments. I'll timestamp this so you can skip ahead. Mike won't be watching the big game, but once again, we have a rematch, baby, from 2 years ago. The Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are opening up as a -1.5, -120 on the money line. The over 48.5. Tim, let's start with you. Let's get to our picks here. Because I know we've got a week to think about this, but go on, start us off. Oh, by the way, Nas, you won the title, regular season title at 41, 28, and 2. Congratulations. Even though we passed it into the playoffs, you still managed to hang on and fight Mike off because he was just too loyal to Josh Allen and the Bills.
Are we making both our
over under and the game? Go on.
Well, I will start with the winner of the game, and that's going to be your Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay. You don't have to do the fly thing.
Yes, I do. Yeah, you absolutely have to. If you're picking them, you have to do that. It's the new rule of the show. I'm going to take the Eagles +1.5. I think they're the most complete football team out of the two. Their defense is playing very, very well, and they have Saquon Barkley, and I don't think even Andy Reid can stop them. So I'm taking the Eagles, and then I'm going under 48.5. I think the ground game is going to rule, and
give us a score, Tim.
I'm going to say 24-21.
Okay.
Eagles, right?
Yeah. Nas, what you got?
I'm going with KC -1.5. As much as Tim just said, Philly is a complete team. That's still like Mahomes on the other side. I think it's going to come down to like the last drive. He has the ball, and he's going to either have to get 3 to win, or like the last drive, he's going to have to go down and either score to win or score to tie or whatever. But I do think he's going to win. I like the over. What do you say, 47.5?
Yeah.
48.5. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be like 2 years ago, actually.
What's the score? Give us one.
I'll go 37.
37-34, Chiefs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chiefs.
Mike, even though you won't be watching, humor us here.
I got 33-27 Eagles.
There you go.
Eagles? You said Chiefs last week.
Yeah, but I thought about it more like the ref job was to get them to the Super Bowl. They don't have to have them win the Super Bowl.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're not going to make money if they win the Super Bowl. Like, the NFL's not going to make more money if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. They're already going to make their money with Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl. So, I'm going to go with the better team, and the better team is the Eagles. Okay. 33-27 Eagles.
Sir.
Yeah, hold
on. And then my best bet of that game is under yards for Saquon. It's like 112. Slam the under.
Okay.
I can't bet against Mahomes, man. Like every time you bet against that dude, you look foolish. So give me the Chiefs -1.5. Listen, I know Mahomes in his career against Vic Fangio, the DC for the Eagles, is 8-0.
Yeah,
8-0. If So he'd be like, he's got his number. Andy Reid, has got some time to prepare. Like, listen, I mean, everybody saying you guys are saying the Eagles are the most complete team. I don't think so. I still don't trust Jalen Hurts, bro. Like, I don't like. They're only here because Saquon Barkley put him on their back and has been running rampant. So
Right.
give me the Chiefs.
If you blitz Hurts, he's fucked. Like he cannot throw the ball if you blitz.
Yeah, I don't trust Jalen Hurts, bro. Like I mean, listen, like he's been doing his thing. I still don't trust him though. Like, so give me the
Now
Chiefs.
I have a question. If they not shut down Saquon, but if they maintain Saquon and this game comes to a passing game between Jalen Hurts and Mahomes, who would you guys pick, sir?
I mean, is that even a question?
No, because I've been hearing a lot of things during the week. It's been a lot of things I've been hearing.
Who's the better quarterback?
2 years ago, without Saquon Barkley, in the biggest game of his life, how did Jalen Hurts do?
No, he
was the best
balled
player.
out. He balled out.
Played Mahomes.
Best player on that field.
So it's possible that he can step up and be that guy in this game.
Yeah, sir.
If you think that they could stop Saquon.
Finish up, sir. You got the over or under?
Yeah, I don't know. I originally, like, first instant said over, but like I don't know. The more I think about it, like I kind of want to go under, but I'm gonna go with the over just because. But that was my first instinct, and I hope there's some points because I hope my boxes hit. Just basically.
Give us a score then, sir.
I'm gonna go 34-20.
Okay, 34-20. Okay, so
Wow.
this is gonna pull away here. All right. This is a tricky because, like Tim said, 2 years ago, Jalen Hurts is the best player on that field. So it's like, how do you? The Eagles can definitely keep up, and oh my god, this is like. I think the Eagles' value as the plus money is the best bet. Right, like as a plus 110, but I'm with Nas and sir. I can't. I have to see it. I have to see it. Like I have to see Mahomes get beat, and 1.5 is nothing. If this was 3.5, I'm picking Philly. This is probably going to be. I mean, you never know. It could be 9-6, but give me Kansas City minus 1.5. Give me the over 48.5. I think it's going to be a weird score. I think you're going to have a couple tush pushes for 2-point conversions, maybe 36-28, something like that. I think it comes down to the last drive for Jalen Hurts with not a lot of time left, and he throws a pick. 2, let's get to the bets. A prop bet: Justin Reed plus 850 for an interception. That ends the game. So I'll go with that one. So that's it for that. MVP value. Sir, you got anyone random?
What you mean? Are we doing like props or are we doing MVP value?
Give us both.
All right, so my props, you already know man, give me tails. Like I always bet tails for some reason. I mean, I think it didn't come in last year or the last 2 years, but whatever. I'm still riding with tails.
Maybe you should stop then.
No, keep going because I'm betting the other side.
Keep going because it means it's going to hit. And like what I like, Gatorade, give me orange at plus 320. I don't know why yellow's the favorite. It's the worst Gatorade flavor out there. Why anybody want to drink that? So give me orange plus 320.
Nas is too young to remember lemon ice and how good that Gatorade was. Top notch. Tim,
with player props, though, I do like Dallas Goedert, like his thing. Yeah, I think he's over 52.5 receiving yards and over 4.5 receptions. I think he's been cooking. And KC that's one thing on their defense. They tend to give up yards to the tight end. Right. Schultz and Firemouth both put in some work against them in the playoffs. So look for Goddard to hit his totals.
Okay, a couple for me. MVP plus 6,000. Kareem Hunt.
I was looking at that too. Also,
let's say they get inside the 5. He gets 2 touchdowns on handoffs. $10, 600.
Yeah.
I also like Jalen Carter 1 sack as a plus 131, and DeAndre Hopkins 60+ receiving yards at a plus 1740. That I really like that one. $5 wins $92 on that. Tim, give us some.
Well, sir bet tails, so I'm automatically picking heads. That's the first bet. That's easy. Right. As easy money as you can get. Red Gatorade at plus 500. Mike thinks that the Kansas City's got the inside track, so why not pick the color of them too, since it's all about Mahomes and them. I love PATMAHOMES plus 310 anytime touchdown. I could see them getting down to the 1 yard line and just Andy Reid just being tush push, just shove Mahomes in just to just talk a little shit. And then I saw an interesting prop. It was basically a trifecta of what needs to happen. So if Mahomes leads in passing yards, Kelsey leads in receiving yards, and Barkley leads in rushing yards, is plus 500. I don't know if there's, of course, A.J. Brown could have a gigantic game and Jalen Hurts could have a gigantic game. But, if you think that KC is going to win, I think that's the way that they're going to have to do it. So,
All right, Nas.
So I've seen a lot of disrespect this week. I've seen they have DeAndre Hopkins anytime touchdown at plus 550.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot, and I kind of parlayed it with Devontae Smith anytime at plus 225, so that's like plus 1900, which I like. DeAndre Hopkins' first Super Bowl, I feel like they're going to try to get him in there. And Devontae Smith could have scored last time they played, but he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to score. I'm going to go blue Gatorade. I think the Gatorade is going to be blue. Yeah. And tails never fails.
No, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Come on.
It's failed 2 straight years. Like,
and
it's never fails.
It's overdue.
My Super Bowl MVP. I mean, Mike said Taylor Swift, so Travis Kelce. I think he's going to have go crazy.
Gotcha. Also, too, if you flip the penny 100 times, 51 times %, it's going to land on heads because of the weight of that side.
Tails never fails. Doesn't matter.
Letting you know that. It's not a 50-50.
Oh, Scott, I actually didn't say what my MVP sleeper was. Yeah. That was Xavier Worthy. I feel as though if the game's close, and by close I mean if the game's low scoring and he catches a touchdown, and then they always have those design runs for him.
Yeah.
If he gets an end around and takes it to the house and the game ends up being 17-14 final and the Chiefs win, he could backdoor his way into the MVP.
Adding more insult to injury to the Bills, who traded back.
Kelsey's not getting it. D-Hop's getting it. I'm sorry,
right.
D-Hop.
Or Kareem Hunt for 10 for 600. That's the best bet.
If the Eagles win, don't sleep on Dallas Goedert now. Plus 12,000, bro. You know
Mike, even though you're not going to be watching, give us something here.
I gave you one earlier. I like the under on Barkley, 112 yards. I do think they're going to shut down the run and make Jalen Hurts throw. And with that being said, I like Jalen Hurts 2+ touchdowns. That's at plus money.
I like that.
It's like plus 20, plus 125. And then the last one, I like anytime touchdown, Noah Gray. I think he actually had a pretty good regular season when Kelsey started slow. I just have a feeling that, they're going to be at the goal line, do a play action. Everybody's going to go to Kelsey, and he's going to be wide open.
Question. Does Jalen Hurts throw a touchdown pass in the first half?
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to say because if they get inside the 5, it's all tush-push.
I think there's going to be like a big play in the first quarter.
All right. We'll see.
Red, I think it's going to be orange Gatorade. It's going to be heads. And my Super Bowl MVP has to go with the Eagles because I picked the Eagles. Give me A.J. Brown.
Okay. Well, that's it, guys. It's a hell of a season, and hopefully for our sakes and everyone's sake, there's not a weird call at the end of the game, and it actually is just legit. And if the refs let them play all game, don't call something random under 2 minutes. Let it play out. I'll be watching with an Eagle fan for the 3rd time in 6 years as a Cowboy fan. So
have fun, old boy.
Enjoy. Have some wings. Have some drinks.
Drink responsibly.
And we are signing off here on Sharp Bets Fantasy Sets. Thank you for tuning in.
Been real.
You did. And next time this year, I will have a child.
We are the champions.
And congratulations to Nas on the winner of the belt.